now that being a policymaker in City Hall, you really learn even more than I knew before about how important organizations like WalkSF are in terms of always staying focused on these key issues and making sure that in the craziness of City Hall, we don't forget. And I'm really optimistic about where we're moving as a city in terms of having great and safe public spaces. The Pavement to Parks program, I think, has been just a huge success. I was proud to have the first Pavement to Parks plaza, the Jane Warner Plaza, in my neighborhood and in my district, and it's been a great addition. We have a park that's coming out. David Allenbaugh and company have done just an amazing job in moving that forward and making our city and our neighborhoods better for pedestrians. We had a rough few months in my district in terms of pedestrian safety. We had a young woman who was killed by a minibus at 18th and Hartford back in August, and then a few weeks later, a gentleman was killed by a vehicle at 14th and Noe. And it really just kept reminding us that as much work as we're doing on our streets, we have an awful lot more to do. And sometimes it's expensive, and it can be really frustrating because we want to have these bulb outs, we want to have wider sidewalks, we want to have all these great improvements that cost a lot of money. The good thing is, and I'm the eternal optimist, we have a couple of great opportunities. One is that as the real estate market comes back to life and some of these developments that have been entitled years ago but haven't moved forward because of lack of funding, particularly along Upper Market Street, for example, we have development fees that are coming in, and we have opportunities to actually pay for some of these pedestrian safety improvements, so that the Whole Foods that's going to come in at Dolores and Market, we have some wonderful streetscaping ideas and bulb out ideas that are going to make that intersection safer. We have development that I'm very focused on fixing 16th and Noe and Market, which is one of the worst intersections in the city in terms of pedestrians feeling safe crossing that intersection. And those are the kinds of things that we need to do, intersection by intersection, street by street. We're trying to make some pedestrian safety improvements in connection with the Dolores Park renovation, because that's also a problem around there, especially on Church Street when you step off and there is no sidewalk and you walk right into the street. And so we always try to be opportunistic. We have projects going on, have opportunities to pay for things. You gotta always keep pedestrian safety in mind, because that's how we get it done. I also just want to stress how important Prop B is. Because I was, I think, the only elected official, or one of the few in San Francisco who was not running for mayor, it fell to me to lead the charge on Prop B, and I and others worked very, very hard. We had a great team. I don't think anyone really thought we were going to pass the bond, and I had my doubts, and it was just exhilarating to do it and to really, put the critics to rest. And that's going to produce tens of millions of dollars for pedestrian safety improvements. And people are already talking about all the great things we can do, and it's just going to be terrific. So thank you to the voters for passing that. So I'm optimistic. We're going to keep working hard. We're going to keep just block by block making the city safe for people to walk. And I look forward to working with all of you to get that done. So thank you.